moving to an omni-channel strategy is great for your customers, but it can have a lot of growing pains from the marketer's perspective. Hi, I'm Courtney Eckerle. I'm managing editor of MarketingSherpa here at DMA's annual event, And Then. And sitting with me is Adam Messano, who is the senior project manager for marketing operations for Advanced Auto Parts.
That's correct. That's correct.
So just to start off, tell me a little bit about Advanced Auto Parts marketing and your role there.
Yeah, absolutely. So Advanced Auto Parts is an auto parts reseller. So they have stores all over the East Coast, up and down, anywhere east of the Mississippi. And so what my role has been, I was hired to come in. You have the business owners, the people who are filling out the briefs, submitting the briefs, requesting the work. You've got the creative team, which is content, design, coding, and QA. There was nobody in between to run the process, to make sure tasks were assigned, to get the work up and running, get it out for proofing was a big deal. So they brought me in about 5 years ago, and I was that middleman role. So basically project manager, resource manager.
Okay, so you were working pretty much by yourself and
one-man band.
Yeah.
It was very lively, very exciting because the team has been small. It's always been small. One writer, one designer, one coder, 2 QA people. So we've always operated very lean and mean. So it was just myself to be managing. So one thing that caused was we had no governance. It was if you filled out a brief and you submitted it, your project got done, and we just had to figure out how to make it happen.
And so now you've moved into an operations role.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. So, and that's been fantastic. It's been mostly fantastic. What's great is there's team support from an operations point of view. So you've got governance now. Briefs are actually getting vetted. Are they filled out correctly? Do you have a project charter? Does the charter match the brief? These are all questions we could never ask before. It's really exciting to have that. And as well, we have a lot better reporting on the back end. So basically, I was in the middle on execution. Now I've got the front, I've got the back end. Reinforcements have come in, if you will, and that's been a huge help. That drives efficiency, that makes better projects, that also drives cohesion with the print side of the house. So online and print are tying together. Now the downside to that is there's training. And there's a learning curve for people who may be able to write for print, but the exact same campaign, they can't write for web. So there is a learning curve that I've been coaching people through, as a lot of those team members are in Raleigh and I'm based in California.
So how have you been going through that transition into omnichannel and helping your team members with that as well?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so what I've had to do is it's a couple things. It's one, there's software that we use. The software that we use manages the projects and allows project by project communication. So it's very specific. If you go to a project, you even go to a task in the project, you can speak directly about that task. So you can also give feedback about the work that's going on. And then as well, frankly, I've been traveling more, which is, I'm not the best flyer, so that's been a little exciting, but no, I've been out to the Raleigh office. So for example, there was a campaign we did to support Shocktober, selling shocks in October. And there were print versions, there was an online page for it, and the page wasn't exactly what they envisioned it to be. So with that, because I was in person, I could talk to not just the owner, but the sponsor, but the writer, all of us together. And so that made a huge difference to give that type of coaching and direction, which since the team is very stable, the next time we do a campaign, they'll be better off and better positioned.
And you manage a lot of the content assets as well, correct?
Exactly. So it's the whole gamut from, the model that we have is content's written first, then it goes to design. Now, I've been in other companies where it's been the exact opposite. You do a wireframe first, then a design and content to fit inside of it. I think you can argue it both ways, but here we start with content to design. You kind of proof the JPEG, basically, and then you code it, then you go into QA.
Okay, great. So what would you say throughout this whole transition that you've been going through? What's kind of your overall big picture takeaway?
The big picture takeaway is I love having everything in-house. I love having everything together. You can't do omni-channel unless you're a true omni-channel team. So when you have the writer, the designer, the coder, print and online for the same campaign together, connecting with each other, even if they're not physically together, to be on the same project team, that's huge. There's no substitute for that type of efficiency and communication.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for stopping by and talking with us.
No, for sure, definitely.
And if you would like to view more videos and interviews from And Then, please visit marketingsherpa.com/DMA.